Hey. Contra, it can be tough, that's for sure. Definitely not, if you're not familiar with it, it's not an easier one. How is the audio sounding? Are you picking up, is there like a double, like an echo where I've got the sound coming through my TV? Or is does it sound okay on your end? Trying to get the sound to actually come through my headphones. Okay. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh yeah, it's way jacked up. Let's see here. How is that? Does that sound like a little bit better balance? I was going to use the headphones for my audio, but I don't think I can. I'm not going to be able to hear the game well enough to play it if I've got the headphones on. Looks like that should be better if you're still able to hear the game enough. Okay, let's go with that. So let's see here. So my goal is to get a high score. That's my primary goal here, but we shall see. Okay. Might take me a second. It's giving, my controller's giving me issues. Alright, let's try this. Okay, looks like we're good. Move the mic a little bit. Alright, so how are you doing this evening? Hopefully you've had a good weekend. I thought I would play more Contra today. Was playing last night trying to catch the high score, but haven't really done anything today, so I've got a few hours this evening I thought I would spend, see if I can have any luck. I honestly don't think I'm going to catch that high score though. I think it's out of reach for me, but happy to try. Man. Yeah, I imagine 5 days early is there's probably quite a bit of prep that you would have done that you didn't have a chance to do yet. So hopefully things are going well there and not too stressful. So this is your third, is that right? I think that's what I saw. There's been actually, I know on the Discord, Geek Bro said that they're expecting another one, and I know that J King they had one just last month, or actually maybe it was last month, maybe it was this month. It's not been long. I know it wasn't very old when we did trivia night. Lots of babies being born right now, it seems. Oops. Not sure what I'm doing. I normally don't go for those guns. I normally go straight for the target. Usually takes me a couple tries to get in the swing of things when I haven't played for a day or so. I could get more points by taking out those guns, but it's a lot more riskier. I don't think it's worth it myself. Oh gosh. Alright. We're just going to reset on that. That's much too stupid of a mistake to let stand. If that's... Hopefully that is a fluke and not going to be the way my night goes. Okay, so here we go. Try to get my rhythm here. I have trouble with the bridges sometimes, but I think I've got it figured out. I think I was actually waiting too late to jump before. Uh-oh. I triggered that gun earlier than normal. Yeah, I haven't started Minish Cap yet. I'll probably do that. Start that tomorrow. I've never played it. I've never finished any Zelda game, in fact. I mean, I played the original a little, but never came anywhere close to finishing it, so I'm excited to actually play through one. I normally would have started with at the very beginning, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, so this is a good excuse to play one. How about you? Have you played several of the other games? Alright, here we go. Let's take these guns out and play it safe. Alright. So I feel like that first stage went much better than the first try. Okay. I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. I haven't. I have so many games. Even when I think I know what I'm going to start next, it ends up changing. So, I don't know when I'll get around to it, but I plan to. It seems like one of those games that people either love or kind of hate. I've heard a lot of complaints about the weapon durability mechanic, but I'll just have to, I guess, try it out and see what I think about it. Ah, damn it. I just stood up too early there. I want to play it and see what happens. I don't want to reset every time I take a death, but that was a really, really simple mistake. It's going to make this way harder. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go with the flame gun or flamethrower or whatever it's called. It's going to take a while, I suspect. Because it's so slow, you have to, if you miss your target, you have to wait so long before you can fire more shots. I think the rifle is better in this case. Okay, there we go. Hey Geek Bro, I'm not off to a great start. I've already taken one death on base, but I'm gonna keep going unless I take another death in the next stage or two. Waterfall. I noticed last night, Waterfall is a stage where on the later, because of the later loops, I start having issues because the way I play Waterfall depends so heavily on following a set pattern. And when I can't follow that pattern, same thing when I have a different weapon, it affects me as well. Oh well. Missed the rapid, but I can live with that. Let me get up here where I can get my gun back. Alright, now we're in business, I think. I always like to take those scuba guys out. I don't really think it's very important, but once I learned I could do it, I always wanted to because they're such a pain in the ass. I also think it's kind of cool that you can. So I think this boss might be the one I'm have the least consistency with. And I think it's partially because it's not that it's random, but because there's a lot of variability depending on your positioning. And I have, as you can see, I have some trouble with it. I did learn the location of some of the power-ups in the base too, so I'll see if I can pick some of those up. But yeah, not off to a good start. Based on this, your record is most likely safe. Okay. Yeah. So have you played any more today, or are you gonna call it good unless I catch up with you? I can't remember what this power up is. I'm gonna wait for it. It might be force field. I can't remember. No, it's laser, which is pretty good to have on this stage, like you mentioned the other day. So I'll definitely pick that up. I think this one might be the one that has the force field. I need to do a better job of remembering what's where on these. It doesn't matter because I missed it. I'm used to being on the left side to get those. Yeah, so you said you said it was like 6 hours or so. So I did that the other day. I think I actually posted a video of it. If you hit that red guy too close to the edge, you don't get a weapon drop, which is really annoying. I think this might be the spread, if I remember right. Yeah, a 6 hour drive isn't terrible. Honestly, I prefer that to driving myself. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, and then the one before that is the force field, I guess. And this one is, yep. I seem like I always hit that one. On that one and the one on base 1, I always hit the flame right where I don't want it. It's like they make that one the easiest one to pick up. I'm also pretty bad at this boss as well, especially if I don't have the spread. It's the red guys that really kill me. The blue ones I can handle, but the red ones where they shoot at you give me a hard time. So while I'm thinking about it, when I was watching you the other day, I wasn't clear if it was something not showing on the stream, or did you manage to lock, I don't know if lock's the right word, but did you manage on base 2 to get it to where you could hit these guys when they weren't overlapping? Seems like I've heard that's something that's possible, and it looked like that you maybe had done it, but I wasn't sure if that's what I was seeing or not. Because if I could learn to do that, that would be a big help. I feel like that's to be a huge time saver. All right, I need to focus on this one. I'm not great at it either. The biggest issue I have here is seeing the bullets. Even though they're red, I still feel like they're really hard to see. All right. Okay. It may have been either I may have been looking at it wrong, or it may have been a trick of the stream. Sometimes things I feel like don't actually show up correctly. I've noticed on my recordings when I first drop in on the very first level, your guy doesn't show up immediately. It must be something about my capture. Man, I totally screwed that up. That's one of those cases where I have a pattern and I didn't hit it. It didn't hurt me, but it's still kind of a pain. Okay. So I guess that's just something that is happening on the stream pretty regularly for some reason. Maybe it's the way they flash. It might have been like a sync issue or something like that. Let me do better on this truck. Alright, there we go. I'd never noticed this before, but the ground has this nice little marker here to tell you where to drop for that gunner. I used to have trouble. I must have to wait till I saw him to drop, and that is not a great way to do it. Should not have jumped there. Yeah. Alright, I've been having... Oh wait, never mind. I got mixed up. I was thinking this was the energy filled boss. Yeah, this one is super easy with the spread gun. Energy zone. I've been getting better at finishing off that boss quickly with the spread. I feel like this might be the level that or another level I have the most trouble with, and it's partly because of these guys that duck or lay down or whatever. It can be really annoying. I think it looks great, like at the beginning with that neon, but yeah, pretty quickly I don't see that, and I just see all the annoying things about it. I'm always really cautious through here. And I used to be really bad at this, but I've actually kind of gotten it figured out. And I used to skip this, but now I've gotten to where I always go for it. Yeah, I can usually catch it and get back on the platform, but not always. I've got a pretty good pattern down, I feel like, for that section, as long as I've got the force field and the spread gun. See if I can finish this guy off quick. Ooh, I didn't expect him to start moving that quick. He was kind of chasing me there. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I never know what to call that. Force field doesn't make sense because it starts with a B, but I never know what it is. This one, I feel like I have a pretty good pattern down, as long as I keep the spread gun. Ah, damn it. Did you see that? I knew it was risky and I shouldn't have went for it. Not the end of the world, but it's a pain. Now I just have to try to get this one over here with the... right after picking up the machine gun. Which I can do with relatively consistently. I don't know what I was doing there. I just got in a hurry. So yeah, I'm definitely making some stupid mistakes right now. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. Alright, I think we're good. It's weird to me how this is the easiest boss out of at least the last 4 levels, I feel like. I always take out these guns. Just, I don't know, I feel like it's a safety thing. Although sometimes I get hit by them, which are not good. Whatever they are, grenade launchers or whatever. Alright, so here we go. I don't have to get the force field. I'm going to keep calling it the force field. I guess I need to look it up. I don't have to get it, but I like to have it. I shouldn't have even shot the machine gun. I always have this theory that I should shoot everything in case I die and I need to pick it up before I leave the screen. Wow, that was the fastest I've ever done the alien hit, I think. So I think we should be in pretty good shape here. These usually don't give me any trouble as long as I have the spread gun. I mentioned when I was watching you play the other day, Geek Bro, that I'd forgotten about being able to do the jump and shoot down. I'm so bad at it though. I've been trying to do it, and I end up, if I'm on a platform, I end up pushing down too early and dropping, which is really bad sometimes. So I need to practice that for sure because it's very helpful. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what sort of gymnastics I can do to not die here. I feel like until I get that first one, this is really tricky. Okay, here we go. Alright, there we go. Not too bad. I don't know if you've had this problem, but I've gotten killed after taking out the heart a couple of times here lately. I guess I assumed that as soon as it explodes that the little scorpion things would explode, but nope. Hey Troncats, welcome. Like I think I said to Green Mullet the other day, when you've been playing this game off and on for 30 years, it's still not easy, but you develop muscle memory that helps a lot in those situations. And honestly, I think more than that, certain areas, like on the bases, you just learn what you can ignore. Because I think this game does this thing where it makes things look more difficult sometimes than they actually are. And there's a lot going on the screen at once. But in a lot of cases, you can ignore part of it and just focus on whatever your single objective is and you're fine. The bases are like that, I think, big time. So, first loop down, we took a bunch of deaths that I shouldn't have taken. So let's see how many lives we have. 9. So wow, that's more than I thought I would have. I must have, I don't know if my score is higher, because usually I finish with 10. I may have finished with 11 once, but 9 seems like a lot for the number of deaths that I had. There's another extra life. I have to go ahead and hit that so I don't accidentally shoot it and pick it up. I just like to take those guns out because I can. And since we're going for high score, it kind of helps too. The B Falcon force field. Okay, well, I guess force field's a reasonable thing to call it then. All right. Sometimes I get nervous that I'm sending too close and we'll get hit by one of those projectiles. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so just force field, so maybe I had looked it up once, or maybe I just got lucky. I try to remember to go to the right here before I trigger the next scene, since I know that's immediately what I'm going to do. I usually go to the middle and then work left or right from there. But yeah, it's amazing to me on the base how many times you can do like that and just duck or lay down or whatever and shoot, and you don't have to move. Usually moving is what gets you killed on the bases. Usually you can get position and just lay down or duck. I do have an issue of standing up too early. That's probably the biggest mistake I make on the bases. Alright. So before you joined, I think, Geek Bro, I took a death here because I was too close to the center of one of those guns. I haven't done that in probably years. Alright. There we go. Have you ever considered trying to speed run this game at all? I know I would never have a shot at anywhere close to a top time, but sometimes I do wonder if I could get on, not even the leaderboards, but get like on the list. Like, I think I was looking at it the other day and I could probably crack the top 300, which is nothing, but it also might be kind of cool to do. I'd have to change my strategy a little bit. Okay. scuba guy out. The record, I don't remember exactly, but it's under 10 minutes. Which is just insane to me. Because it takes me, like, I think 18 or so. And there's definitely a lot of time that I could shave off, but there's no way that I could imagine doing it almost half the time that I do now. Okay, here we go. When I can kind of keep it in that pattern, I do okay. But I can certainly screw it up pretty bad sometimes. I've never tried, I haven't actually ever tried any of the speedrunning stuff. I kind of think I would like to sometime. I don't know. I would want to get probably something like an EverDrive so I could practice. I've watched, there's a streamer I like to watch a lot who does Ninja Gaiden. He was a former record holder, and that's kind of got me interested in it. Like here's another of these examples on the base where literally all you have to do is duck and shoot if you've got the spread. It's like I was saying earlier, it looks much more difficult than it really is. Well, I did terrible there. Usually I have the timing down to where I can tell from the sound when I've hit enough shots, but clearly I'm off a little bit tonight. I think this is my least favorite of the screens, or whatever you want to call them, in the base 2, where you have to jump. You have to worry about that stupid flame power up. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, see if I can take... Okay. Once I get that close, I always want to take that last one out before more red guys show up. Because like I said earlier, I hate those things. So right now, are you just seeing the two heads and you're not seeing the 4 when they're separated? Wow, I took the right one out first. That's unusual for me. Alright. I think I'm having a much better second loop than I had first one. Maybe I just needed to kind of get some of the... kind of get the rhythm. Alright. I hate those bombs or grenades or whatever they are. That may honestly be one of my least favorite things about the game. So far, so good. Ah, okay. Let's do this right this time. I totally screwed it up last time. Don't know what I was doing. Alright, tanks. What do you got for me? Easy, easy. And even though I can do these tanks with just a regular rifle or whatever, I'm really thankful when I have the spread gun. So much easier. And I can't consistently take them out with the rifle. I can do it fairly often, but it's unlikely that I'll do both of them. Yeah, whatever. We got the guy. Alright, we should be in good shape on Snowfield. So I had 9 lives at the end of my first loop. We're up to 14. Not bad. I really want to hit 30 lives sometime. I'm not expecting to do it today, but I think I'm going to play sometime with that as a goal. There's those guys. Such a pain in the ass. Okay. Again, I'm very cautious in this section. This is an area where if I was trying to speedrun it, I would lose a ton of time. I'd have to find a pattern through here that didn't take so long and was just had to be riskier. Alright, good. Yeah. The force field, I used to not pick it up, but man, it just makes a world of difference in this section. It's so much faster and so much less risk if you have it. Alright, let's take this guy out quickly. There we go. I like it when I can get him in just like 2 trips across the screen. Okay, so this time we're not even going to shoot down this. It's not worth enough points to risk what I did last time. I'm always worried about shooting the cart, not being able to get up there. Alright, that's a situation where jumping and shooting down is a big help. I usually don't think to do it. As a kid, I used to think these spike walls and being able to shoot through them or explode them or whatever was super cool. Like, it was just amazing to me that you could do that. Okay, so this section is a lot easier because I have a spread, because I don't have to worry about being able to pick it up over here, and that takes a lot of stress off. There's some pretty significant lag there. Ah, damn. I don't know if you saw that, but that was me trying to jump and shoot down to hit that falcon to get the spread, and it totally screwed me. I shouldn't have even tried it. Because now it means we have to finish this with the rifle. It means we have to fight the alien head with a machine gun. Which is definitely not what I prefer. Just really kind of makes everything more difficult. That section is such a pain when you get caught between those guys like that. They keep spawning on either side of you. Oh, hey JP. I did not see you sneak in there. Yeah, I'm going to end up getting killed here, probably trying to shoot down these guns instead of just going for the goal. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here we go. Alien's Lair. Should be no problem getting through it. 15 lives. In theory, I should be able to get through it without taking a death, but man, who knows? Yeah, it probably was totally a coincidence. I wouldn't blame anyone. One of the annoying things here is I never know exactly when I'm going to run out of force field. So I want to be super aggressive while I have it, but then once it runs out, you got to be way more careful. Come on, come on. Look at that. Let's hope I pick up this spread. This is what happened to me last night. I didn't get the machine gun at all, and then I managed to miss the spread here. So I was just totally screwed. I'm just going to play it safe and get that to trigger. There we go. Okay, I think we're okay now. Blast these. I don't know why I did that. I mean, it worked out, but I'm so terrible at it, I shouldn't have even tried. Just shooting under me like that, but I'll get it perfected at some point. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Bag! Come on. Alright. Getting that first of those nest or whatever taken out is kind of the biggest thing for me. You usually do pretty good after that. Yeah, like I said, I hate it, the fact that they don't explode as soon as you get the heart. So I think I did make it through that without taking any additional deaths. So I'm happy about that. Did I just take the one death maybe near the end of the hangar? So that should put me what, around 1.5 million points and like, I don't remember, 16 lives maybe, somewhere around there. So, have you decided to, have you played any more JP, or have you're just kind of skipping this one? You know, I'm glad that this is an old game that had a relatively small staff, and it's not one of these games that has like 5 minutes of credits, because that'd be really annoying to have to sit through. And you can still get on the board for completing it with 3 lives. That really is something to to brag about. I hadn't done it until just the other day. I just finished the second. Okay, yep. So 17 lives, 1.5 million points. Starting the third loop now. Usually doesn't get too difficult on the third. It's the fourth where I really start having trouble. Four episodes, yeah, that's... I'll keep you busy. Get that out of the way. Okay, good. No, you don't. Ow. Oof. Yeah. There's an increased spawn rate and the unpredictable movements of these guys really gets me sometimes. This should still be okay, I think. Ah, come on. I don't know if there's a spread gun in base 1. There probably is, but I don't know where it is because I'm usually not collecting anything. I don't know, JP, how you manage to have a job and a band and record. I'm lucky to find time to do the stuff that I do. I think I'm just going to keep the laser. It should be fine for this boss. I can pick up spread and waterfall. So if I stood up too early? Oh great. Everyone's favorite weapon. So let's see how it does. Actually, this is what I had. Was it I think it was the first round I ended up in the same situation now I think about it. Except that time it was because I took a... Well, I guess I took a death at the end of this one too, so never mind. It takes so much longer with this weapon. Okay, there we go. At least I finished it off. So I'm down to 16 lives. Yep, so 16 lives. If I'm going to lose more, it may very well be here. The waterfall starts to really give me some trouble. I just never know where these extra guys are going to come from. And sometimes they're coming from exactly where I'm trying to go. Alright, well it's not exactly where I would have preferred that to land, but I can go get it. Alright. We'll be good now. I can pick up my spread. Had some pretty serious slowdown there. See if I can do better on this boss this time. I've actually been having pretty good luck. Well, I think I screwed up once tonight, but the other times I've done okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That went pretty quick, actually. So as long as I don't screw up and stand up too quick from one of the ducking situations, we should be okay on base 2. Until I get to the boss. The boss may give me trouble. It does sometimes. I didn't go far enough to the right. That sucks. I went too far to the left that time. That's weird. I'll be extra careful there, not stand up too early. Alright. You know, I just realized I totally forgot to set the offset on the audio, and I know that there's a lag usually when I stream from the Switch. So if you're getting that lag where I'm saying things that doesn't make sense because that hasn't happened yet, that's probably the reason. I need to fix that before I stream on from the Switch again. I'm pretty sure I've got it set for streaming directly from the PC. Okay, I've got somewhere I have some notes that tell me what to set it to for the Switch. I can't remember what that number is. Yeah, I wish I thought to fix that. It just now occurred to me though. Maybe I'll look and see if I can find that before I do the next, like after when the next credits roll. Not sure if I can change it while I have a stream going, but I'll look and see. Alright, left guy taken care of. Alright, right guy taken care of. So that went well. So Snowfield with 18 lives. Not bad. I'd rather have more, but that's what I've got. I don't remember. I may have mentioned this the last time. Geek Bro, or anyone, but Geek Bro is probably most likely to be interested. There's a ROM hack called Revenge of the Red Falcon that is incredibly hard. I have it on cartridge for the NES, and I can only get to like maybe, I don't remember if I can get to the 3rd level or just the 2nd. I want to stream it sometime if I can get my NES hooked up. Yeah, it's kind of incredible. And I mean, it's the same, all the same assets, it's the same type of levels, the same enemies. It's just kind of like things have been, like new maps, new levels have been created. But yeah, it is so much harder. I'll definitely make a plan to stream it when I get my retro stuff set up. There's a ton of stuff like that I want to do. I've got to get some stuff moved and positioned. Like I've got my entertainment center for that stuff is in storage. And that's the big thing. I've also got a chair that goes in here that's in storage right now. Yeah, I'd never heard of it. I don't look at ROM hacks really, but I was at a gaming convention and someone had it for sale. I picked that up and one of the Super Mario Brothers 3. I think it was like, I don't know, maybe Remix or something. I can't remember what that one's called. And I hadn't seen them before, and I like being able to play things like that on an actual console, so I picked them up. Nope, you didn't get me that time, did you? Ooh, man, that was close. Way too close. Let's see if we can keep this. There, yeah. So I think I've been 3 for 3. I've been able to collect that in the air and land back on the platform. So maybe I've got that timing down now. The last thing, if you pick up that force field there, you can pretty much say you're at the end of the level, because there's no real place that you can die. Man, I don't think I've had him do that to me before. That sucked. Alright, so yeah, I can see where there could be some neat stuff with Pokemon. I've never played a Pokemon game before, ever. Not even an old school one or one of the new ones. I kind of like to. Alright, so like I said the other day, I like to pick this up just for this guy, because I do not like that bottom route. Oh, come on. Get out of my way. And I'm really glad those guys never jump up there, because that would make that so much harder if they did. So I really need to pick up this spread gun up here in a minute. That's kind of the key to finishing this loop with success. And I actually did pretty good the last time, so I'm feeling fairly confident about it. Well, I was really wanting that machine gun. It makes... Ah, what was I doing? I guess I want to keep this. I don't know that that's the right decision, but I hate that bottom route. I hate it so much. I'm not convinced I could get through it if I went down there to get the machine gun. So this is going to be way more challenging. I mean, I'll get through it. I may just take a death or two. It's not like it's going to end the run, but it's a pain. I think I'm faster with the rifle getting through that section. So I think I might take Geek Bros strategy here and not worry about these stupid guns. Just go straight for this. Yeah, that was the right thing to do since I had the flame. Because I don't know how long it would have taken me to take those guns out with it. We still have 20 lives. That's not bad. Alright, machine gun. We're in good shape for the alien's head. Just gotta keep a close eye on when the force field runs off. And it just ran out. Man. Come on. Okay, I was not convinced I was going to get through that without taking a death. Ooh. Section is definitely trickier without the spray gun. Alright, just... Okay, here we go. Like as soon as I pick that up, I feel like I'm a superhero or whatever. There we go. Ah! Okay, well this run has just taken a huge change, of course. So now we're going to be finishing off the alien with just the rifle, which is not nearly as easy for me to do. I can do it, but I will take some deaths. I guarantee you I'll take deaths. So this might be interesting. You're going to get to see me do some lots of weird jumping to try to avoid these scorpion things. I still use the same strategy and not take out the nest or whatever the heck they are. Come on, we get rid of that one and I'll be okay. I'm happier now. This has not gone as badly as I thought it would. I shouldn't have gotten... I kind of got greedy there. And was going for it when I should have been more cautious. So I took, well, like 5 deaths on that stage. So yeah, that was not at all what I would have liked. So I'm gonna mute for a second and see if I can change my audio settings right quick. I just realized I've been muted this whole time, so I apologize for that. So hopefully the audio timing, the sync is a little bit better. I did adjust that during those credits and forgot to come off mute. I had to finish the third run up with the rifle. I lost the spread pretty much right after I got it in Alien's Lair. But I did okay. I took like 5 deaths total in the Alien's Lair though. And then I've already taken 1 death in the 4th loop. A stupid death in the jungle. So we're trying to do things better. I think the waterfall is where I'm going to start having problems. That's usually on the 4th loop. That's where things start falling apart a little bit. We'll see if it happens here. This is this might be the first time I've had the spread. No, it's the second time I've had the spread, I think, on this boss tonight. I've done it twice with a stupid flamethrower. Is the audio sync any better? Can you tell? I'm hoping that adjustment that I made helped. So 18 lives. That's actually pretty good considering that loss of me there at the end, at the alien layer on loop 3. Yep, this is where I start having problems because guys just pop in where I'm wanting to go or where I'm wanting to stand. Things like that. That's what screws me up. Ah, damn it. Yeah, so this might be the start of bad things for me. It feels like on this level, the guys they're just popping in like everywhere, and it really, for me, it's hard to use my normal strategy, which obviously means I need to come up with a different one. At least I haven't missed any jumps and died. That's something I had a lot of trouble with when I first started playing Contra again. Alright. I see I've got a chat message. I'll check it after this boss. Alright, there we go. No, so I use an 8-bit DO in the N30 wireless controller, but it's the NES style. I don't know why they use the same model numbers for different controllers, but I have the NES style one, and it's pretty similar to the standard NES controller, except it has an L and R button, and it does have some buttons you can assign as turbo. I don't use them, but they're right over the normal A and B buttons. A little bit of odd placement, but that doesn't really mess me up. I just find that I hit the L and R buttons sometimes because of the way I hold the controller. And I think I hold the controller differently than I used to, because I think I adjusted to holding it a certain way because of the Famicom controllers, because they have the weird placement on the cable coming out the side, and so I had to adjust my hand placement for that, and I think that kind of stuck with me a little bit. I don't know why they did that with the Famicom. That's, to me, the weirdest setup for those cables coming out of those controllers. Alright, well, this has not gone that one did not go the way I normally do it, but it works out well enough. As far as the classic, I don't have a classic, and I think I heard those controllers are somewhat smaller. Is that true, or are they actually the same size as a standard NES controller? I have all of the kind of standard NES controllers, except for the dog bone. I never tried the dog bone controller. I'd like to. They may be the same size. I'm not sure where I had it. Well, I had it in my head that they were smaller. It's very possible they're the same. Nope, nope. Okay. Get more red guys though. Darn it. Okay, good. At least I didn't get the second level of red guys. Come on, if I can get one side of these taken. Okay. So much easier once you get one side. I assume you're talking about the dodge of these projectiles. I'm decent at dodging them because I've had to do it without the spread so many times, but it's super stressful, and I really don't like having to do it. But I can usually jump around like an idiot and dodge most of them. Did not want to slow down there. You know, I never played the N64 when I was growing up, and so I never really got used to the N64 controller. I have an N64 now, but I've only played it a couple times, to be honest. It's something that when I get my stuff hooked back up, I need to do quite a bit of N64 play just to learn some of those games. But yeah, that controller seems weird to me. If you, shit, should have been paying better attention there. I'm gonna take a death. I can guarantee I take one death here. It's possible I'll take two. The last time I tried this, I did not do good. I know I can do it. I didn't do it that time. We'll see if we can take out the second one. That's things like that. That's where I get in trouble from those additional. Well, there's so many additional enemies. They really kind of get me screwed up sometimes. Okay, I think I got this one. I didn't turn back around fast enough. So yeah, that sucks. So yeah, this kind of is the same as what I was saying earlier. This is, I really start making some mistakes at this point of the game. I may take a death here. I'm not great at this with without the spread, I'll just tell you. I'm going to try to be patient. There we go. As long as I'm patient and I don't try to get through it in one cycle, I do better. One thing I do like about the laser is that it'll go through multiple enemies. That can be really useful in situations like when there's a ton of these guys like this. Yep. Took another death. Yep. This is where things start falling apart. Oh my god. I'm not going to get that. Okay. Well, your record is definitely safe for now, Geek Bro. I'm not sure how many lives I have left, but now I'm really starting to question whether I'll make it through the 4th loop. And I missed catching that, but at least I didn't die trying to collect it. Alright, well, I think we're gonna make it through this stage. I hate it when he does 3 projectiles. I hate it when he gets me, when he almost traps me like that. Let's see what the damage is. 13 lives. I know you think probably think I'm an idiot for picking that up, but that's how much I hate that bottom route. I almost screwed up there. See if we can get the spread gun back. I feel like that's the real key, is if I can get it back or not. Do you know, on these carts, when you don't have the force field, do you get hit by enemies if they walk, like if they run through the cart or whatever? Because I thought you did, but I know the other day I had a situation where I didn't get hit. I missed the spread. Okay, that's okay. I can do this with machine gun, as long as I can keep it. It's actually not that hard with the machine gun, the rest of this stage. Yeah, I need to test that out because it seemed almost like a glitch, because I was on the cart, a bunch of guys ran, you know, like past me effectively, like through the cart, and I didn't die, and it just really felt like I should have, because they were definitely overlapping my character. The hitbox definitely seems like it should have, you know, been there, but I'm not really sure what the presence of the cart may have done to the hitboxes. Yeah, let's just take this out. Okay. So, finish that out. Okay. 14 lives. As long as I can catch the force field. I think I'm gonna be kind of cautious on this alien head. I think that's about as long as I want to go, relying on the force field, yeah. I'm just gonna kill all these things. Or try to. It makes it take a lot longer, but it's way safer. I still have to jump over some of them, and I missed one. Or whatever. Okay. So one death. If I can get the spread gun, we're okay. But this section is not the easiest. Okay. And I've actually gotten good at realizing I can wait and pick the spread up over there. So I feel pretty good about being able to collect it anymore. I used to try to pick it up too early. Uh-oh. Oh wait. I said uh-oh because I got a low battery warning, but that would be on my Joy-Cons and not on this controller, so it shouldn't matter. The battery lasts a long time on this controller, actually. Ah, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Well, I get to do the alien with the rifle again. That probably was stupid. I just thought I would try to run through there. So I will likely take a few deaths to do this. Wow, I didn't think I would take one there. Okay. I should still get through it, but how many deaths will I take to do so? I don't know. This is actually going very, very well. Yeah, this went way better than I could have expected. Oh, said that too early. Yeah, like 1 or 2 shots to go when I got killed. Okay, so that's fairly representative of what starts happening to me in the 4th loop. I take some quick deaths. I take deaths at really, really bad times. But honestly, I'm fairly happy with the alien's lair, considering I lost the spread gun. So yeah, should be right at. I'm usually a bit over 3 million at this point, maybe close to 3.1, I think. So looking at the time, this will probably be my last game, so I'll probably call it quits after this. Whenever it ends, hopefully it doesn't end on the 5th loop, but so far that's been my experience, is that's when it has ended. So I'm fairly confident that your high score is going to stand at this point. I'd really like to get through the 5th loop though. That's kind of been my wall at this point. I don't know how many lives I have. Hopefully still more than 10. Let's find out. 12. Okay, that's bad. Well, score's lower than I expected. By a little. But 12 lives is more than I expected. So I'm happy with that. I'd rather have the lives than the points at this situation. Yeah, this has been fun. I've enjoyed this. I enjoyed Tetris a lot too, though. When we did Tetris, I was up. Well, I was still playing after midnight on the night that it ended. I was giving it everything I had right up until the very last minute. The thing about this one though, I think that it's been nice where we've been able to stream some. I think that that kind of adds to it. But anything that we do where we kind of talk about strategy and oh, that was stupid. So can I make this jump? I'm not going to try it. I'm going to try to get up here. I think that jump from down there is possible, but I don't like risking it. There's so many enemies on these the 4th and 5th loops. I feel like the scoring goes way up because you're just killing way more enemies. Yeah, streaming is great when you've got someone in to talk to. And a lot of that comes down to what you're streaming. A lot of the stuff that I've tried streaming is just not a lot of fun for an audience. I mean, that's just a lot of the games I play are like that. I think retro stuff is probably where I would find a little better niche, because I think that stuff is probably better to watch than things like tactical RPGs or point and click adventure games and things like that. Like, I think Green Mullet's had a good thing going with, you know, streaming games like Yakuza and Hogwarts, and he was streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance for a while. That was entertaining. I was liking to watch that. You should stream all of these snack-based games. I'm not sure how many snack-based games there might be, but I'm sure there are some. Especially if you include restaurants. And it seemed like there was there a Sprite, like, with a Spot mascot at one point? Alright, took him out. If you had a good time with streaming, you may really want to consider getting a capture device. I've got the 7-Up, that's right. I've got the I can't remember. I can look up the model number, but it's a fairly cheap Elgato for streaming that works well with the Switch. I haven't used it with any other consoles just because they have built-in streaming integration, but I really liked it for this. See how many lives I lose on the waterfall. There'll be a few, I can almost guarantee you. Oh, jeez. I feel like some kind of circus acrobat sometimes trying to dodge these guys. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work. I think I might need to work it out to where I can actually have... I assume my TV has audio out. I might need to use that to headphones, because I worry about my mic picking up my the audio from the TV and causing a bit of an echo or something, along with the feed that's going to the capture device. There's some games like this one I can't just turn the volume all the way down because I use audio cues. I'm really curious what the next challenge is going to be. I know there's been some ideas that floated around. JP and I were chatting one day while he was streaming about some ideas, and he suggested Contra. I would have never thought to suggest it. I'm glad he did. I keep suggesting Dr. Mario, but that's 100% because I really love Dr. Mario, and I figure I'll actually have a chance at winning that one. Oh yeah, pinball. I do like pinball. It's been a long time since I played it, but it was one of the only games at my grandmother's house, and so I played a lot of it. There was an odd selection of games down there. It was pinball, DuckTales, Bad Dudes, and I think there might have been a Punch-Out. I think that was like all that was down there for some reason. So as you can imagine, I learned to beat DuckTales and Bad Dudes both, just because I was down there a fair amount for some reason, and if I didn't take games with me, I was playing her very limited selection. Yeah, I don't know where they came from, honestly. It was my uncle's NES, but he really never played it, so he didn't buy games for it. My cousin and I would take games down there to play sometimes if we were going to be staying there, but I don't know who bought games to live there. I think my grandpa might have bought Punch-Out because he liked boxing. And maybe somebody thought that DuckTales would be a good one for kids, which makes sense, but I don't know why Bad Dudes was there. Yeah, I didn't realize that the scoring would loop. That's the key to this working. I feel like if it didn't keep track of your score, and it was just who gets the highest score before beating the game, then that would have been a totally different challenge. So, I mean, I guess could have been fun if, as long as no one was just totally going to cheese it and just sit there and on the base level or whatever and just kill dudes for an hour. I think it would be fun to do some set challenge for something like Super Mario Brothers where time is a factor in your score. So you want to kill enemies, you want to get power-ups, but you can't just sit there and waste your time and bust every block that's around, because then you're going to actually lose time that's going to cut into your score. I've never played Golgo 13, but sounds like it's terrible. I believe that's the one that's mentioned in the Subtastics song that's used for the Retrovaniacs intro, right? Not necessarily speed run. I mean, I think speed would be a factor, but I think that there might be strategies that get you a higher score than a straight up speed run would. So it would just kind of be trying to figure out the best strategy to maximize your score. I don't know what I don't think we'd want to do the whole game. I'd suggested to JP maybe high score through a certain level. Damn it. Ha! Well, I was doing really good up until this point. I was doing probably the best I've ever done on the 5th loop. And I mean, I might take a death to this gun, this tank, but I think I'm still okay shape. I like to try to get him to raise his gun. No, that didn't work. I'm just going to take the death. Not the end of the world. I think I've actually picked up lives on the 5th run so far. But anyway, yeah, what I was saying about Super Mario Brothers is do like, you know, best score by the end of level, whatever, 2-4 or 4-4 or something. Something that most everyone can achieve without any real problem. Oh, they stopped completely after 3 million. Well, that's great. I didn't realize it was after 3 million. I knew there was a max number of lives you could get. I guess it didn't occur to me what the score would be that would actually match up to that. So we're down to 9. So, in theory, I should be able to finish this on 9 lives. I mean, there's no reason I can't. I'm not going to say that I'm definitely going to do it. I'm just going to say it's possible. So would you pick up the laser here normally? I know you ranked it above the machine gun, but I really prefer the machine gun in almost every situation except I think the bases. And on the base, the machine gun, I mean the laser is faster. But I really like the constant fire of the machine gun. In fact, I prefer the machine gun. In a lot of ways, I prefer it just because of the constant fire. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the laser, you have to be pretty precise. Ooh, that was way too close. That was way too close. That was a poor choice. I thought he would do 3 there. Okay, that went well. So going into the hangar with 9 lives. I never know really how critical that R is there, the rapid. I miss it most of the time. I mean, I know it depends on what you have already, but I just never stress too much about it. I don't feel like this level really demands having it like some of the others do. Okay. Sometimes I feel like it's really hard to be able to drop down there because of the enemies. Ah. Okay, good. I was wondering the same thing. I was always under the impression that it doesn't stack. But sometimes when I pick one up, when I know I already have one, it feels like I get a big boost. The other thing I wondered about is if rapid applies to new guns, or does it only apply after you picked up the gun? Because I feel like sometimes I'll pick up a rapid and then later I'll pick up like, damn it. Later I'll pick up a spread and it won't feel like it's rapid. But I don't know if there's anything to it. It's very possible it's all speculation. Do any guys ever come out of that door, or is it always just them coming from the left to go into the door? I always feel like I have to guard. I always thought it should, but I really wasn't sure after if that matched up with what I was seeing or not. It's just hard to know. I'm sure there's plenty of information if I just take the time to look it up. Oh, phew. Man, I did not think it was going to run off that point. Ah, jeez. So this is going to get tough. I have a harder time with this, with the alien head, than I have with the heart. If I don't have the spread. Yep. I gotta change my strategy here. It is clearly not working. I'm gonna burn through all my lives on the stupid alien head. Alright. This is reminding me of the run that I had when I got my high score. I really, really would like to get through this. Okay. I'm going to be extra cautious. Okay. Alright. So I've gotten farther than I've ever gotten before. Yep. I was afraid of that. So here we go. 3 lives. We gotta do it with a rifle. Okay. I'm gonna be very cautious on this. As long as I'm cautious, I should be okay. Nope. Okay. We're still good. Uh-oh. If that had come down and killed me before the heart exploded, I would have been so pissed off. All right, well this is a new best for me. At least on progression. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, it should be on the score too, right? Because it's adding the 500,000. So I'm happy about that. And I've got, what, 2 lives? I might tack on a few points. Ooh. It's what, like around 200 and a little bit over 200,000 for the levels, and then you get the 500,000 for defeating the alien. I haven't paid attention to if certain levels tend to give way more points than others. Okay, let's see where we at. Two lives, yep, 3.75 million. I should be able to get to the waterfall, I feel like. Whoa. Almost jumped too early that time. Come on. Ah. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. I knew before I ducked that I shouldn't do it, that it was going to be the end of me. But I did it anyway. Alright, I grabbed a capture even though I've got it on the recording. And there it is. Well, at least I'm thrilled to have made it to the 6th loop. That's the best. So I think I really like to keep playing sometime. I don't know if it'll be this week or if I'll take a break, but I think I want to try to get to a natural 30 lives just from points, starting at 3. And then I also think I want to do, I think you mentioned trying to do a run with no weapon pickups. I assume that's what you meant. I think I would like to try that sometime as well. Yep. Thanks for dropping in, guys. I'm gonna be signing off here as well. I'm got some more things to do, but yep. Yeah, I may try that too sometime. So, yep. So, thanks for dropping in. Had fun. Enjoyed it. And I think I'm going to call it a night, though. So, everyone, have a good one. And I'm sure I'll catch you guys around sometime.